As requested, we are doing the gadgets tier list for every single class based on my experience as a top 200 worldwide player. Defibrillator is an absolute must pick for today's patch, simply because you have an opportunity to quickly fix the mistake of your teammates, whether he wasn't being able to win his 1v1 or just got caught off guard. You can always jump on him, quickly defib him, and jump out of the fight. You can stabilize, you can quickly reset with your whole team. And if you are not playing that, there is just too much downtime between you slow resing a person, you need to bring him to a safe space. It's just not worth it not to run the Defibrillator. Gas Mine is another must-have item. I feel like this thing on medium kinda slaps, because at the end of the day the game revolves around playing the objective, and the best thing you can do is to deny enemies around it. It takes 12 seconds for gas to disappear and 18 seconds for the mine to reload, and there is 6-second downtime on it. You can throw it, activate it, wait 6 seconds, throw it, activate, and enemies would either have to risk their life stealing the cash out in gas, or would turn around and go for the next cash out, because they would say something like, nah man, I'm not going there. It's interesting how barricades, in my personal opinion, are stronger than the dome shield now, simply because of how powerful they are for your heavy player. You can't head glitch it as a light player or a medium player, but if you are going for a combination of barricade plus Lewis gun on your heavy, it's going to be a weapon for you. Like, this is a gadget that people are sleeping on still. It is impossible to kill. Like, it takes 4 AK mags just to destroy one section of a barricade, and there are 5 of it. I feel like you can place 5 at the same time, maybe 4, correct me if I'm wrong, and if your guy is stealing the cash out, you can place a barricade in front of him and behind him, shield him, body block him, and he's gonna be completely safe, in comparison with a bubble that takes like 10 bullets to destroy, it feels like. Yeah, Zipline is going to be another must-have item for the medium. You can swap between Zipline, jump pad, and gas mine depending on the situation and the map you're playing, but at the end of the day you will be able to access high grounds, you will be able to get to the points where you wouldn't be able to get to without the zipline, and overall very nice ability to enable your heavy with movement. RPG is still a must-have weapon. Bro, this whole tier list is must-haves, I'm sorry. So RPG is an amazing choice still. Even if you are not one-tapping lights that reliably, you still use this weapon to drop cash outs, you still use this weapon to deal splash damage. C4 Cringe is still an absolute meta. Nothing has changed in that regard. You can still place 2 C4s on top of the red barrel and destroy anyone that's close to you if you land your barrel close to them. It's very dangerous right now because they added an additional 30% multiplier to self-damage, so if a person shoots your barrel, you blow up instantly. But if you are hasty enough with it and accurate enough, you will be able to collect kills. Even if you don't collect kills, there is gonna be a lot more value from you as a heavy player if you are using C4s. You can also use them by proccing the gas mines, and overall an amazing must-have item. I feel like Dome Shield was already kind of a weak option for the heavy, but when they got rid of his 350 HP and turned it into 300, it feels like there is just no point of using it. Like 300 HP on a shield, it's absolutely nothing. It takes 20 AK bullets of one person to destroy the dome shield, and if you are doming and stealing, you are dead like 100% straight away. If you are doming and rezzing, you are dead. You're gonna get pushed, you're gonna get poked out of it, and overall I feel like it's a niche item. I wouldn't say it's weak because you can still work around it, and newer players don't really know the exact HP numbers, so they don't spam it that much, but no, it's just incredibly weak in my personal opinion. Gas Grenade is a pretty strong option for both light and medium because you have an option to, again, scare people off from cash outs, scare people off from positions of power. For example, they are setting up on the attic, which is a floor below the ceiling. You just throw one gas grenade and they either have to run to a certain death while 3 of you are looking at them, or they would die in gas. If you throw it the last second, it's going to damage a person that's trying to steal the cash out, and you can drop and reliably finish him off while he's gonna be like half HP already from your gas impact only. It's an amazing option, not as good as a gas mine because you have only one and you can't really choose. Like, you can deny an area, but you need to be present. While when in gas mine, it can be procced by an enemy player or your heavy C4. Explosive mine is a weak item. They recently removed a very important health threshold where you never one-tap lights anymore. Like, what would happen before is that you would place a random explosive mine and a light player would run into it and instantly die. 90% of your deaths as a light player would be from RPGs or explosive mines, but as of right now, you never have that. It deals 140 damage and the light player on the enemy team is going to be left with 10 HP, which is incredibly massive. Glitch, no, this is no comments. This is just a terrible choice. Never play with it. Breach charge on a light player, no, that's an absolute disaster. Pyro grenade kind of counters gas mines, kind of counters gas grenades, but at the end of the day, the radius is just not enough to make it work. Smoke grenade is a weak choice as well. It's not going to give you any offensive options. You can push with it, but then again, there are double C4 barrels, RPGs, there are mines, there are nades, and none of that is being blocked by the smoke grenade. Frag Grenade is a very strong item. It's really good. I would say that it's a must-have for the light players, simply because you never receive any notification of a gas grenade flying to you, just like you would have in Apex, Battlefield, or any other games that has frag grenades. Like, it's really easy to die from a frag grenade unnoticed that's laying below you. Thermal vision is a very strong item. I currently play in a team with one of the best light players in the game, and this guy is completely dominating his competition with a thermal vision. It allows you to see invisible lights on the enemy team, stun them first, or just spray them to death while they are being clueless and running in the open, thinking that they are very safe. Glitch Grenade is an absolute must-have. You will be able to deny RPGs, C4 barrels, you will be able to completely get rid of shields. Overall, this is just an amazing weapon. Medium players can't heal, medium players can't res, they can't jump out, they can't zip out. Amazing nade. I have no idea what that thing is. It's probably a Goo Grenade, and it's a very niche one. I would say it's really weak and even completely unnecessary. You can still use it, and people would have to spray the goo, and by the time they are spraying it, you can throw another one. You can block flight of stairs with it. You can block entrances, but why? This thing never provides you any offensive options, just a terrible item. Stun gun is an absolute must-have for light players. It will allow you to disarm enemies. If you see a heavy with a double C4 barrel, you stun him. He's never going to be able to pick it up. If you see a medium player running towards his dead teammate trying to defib him, stun gun him, and he won't be able to res. If you see a light player, you stun gun him, and he's dead. That thing, I would say it might work in some trolling situations and compositions where you are playing for fun. At the end of the day, why would you even bother taking a Vanishing Bomb? Your teammates don't need invisibility, and you can have it by yourself. Flashbang is a weak choice. It is just not doing enough in comparison with other utility items. APS turrets is a very strong choice. I wish they would buff an APS turret a little bit. I still feel like a gas mine or a zipline jump pad would be a better option for your medium, but at the end of the day, it blocks barrel C4s, it blocks RPGs, it blocks dome shields or like bubbles, it blocks even from below, so if you place it above, people would not be able to drop the cash out if you have an APS turret behind it. It's really easy to break it, but at the end of the day, it's a very solid choice for your medium. So that's gonna be it for today's list. Let me know in the comments what do you think about it. See you in the next one. Take care.